Metroid. Metroid is a series of exploration, puzzle solving, and platforming. But there has always been a sense of unnerving dread as you play these games. Being alone on a planet with no one around, eerie methodical music in the background as you explore the dangers of this world, alone. Today, we'll be playing one of the scariest Metroid games of all time, Metroid Fusion. I know some of you were thinking I might be playing Metroid Dread, but Fusion is actually the scariest one. From encounters with the SAX, to the music when a situation is occurring. Fusion is by far the best. Sit back and relax, and watch as one of the greatest Metroid games unfolds. Oh, and if you like the video, please subscribe. I was just playing this earlier today to make sure that I got all the feels for it, and it's such a good game. I've been assigned to watch over biologics research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR388. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. This is the planet from Super Metroid. Super Metroid, and I believe the first Metroid game as well. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we know now as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness, and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to the Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seemed that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived reborn as something different. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over.
Will soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking.
The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biological Space Labs, or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. Because if you guys didn't know, this is supposed to take place at the very end of the Metroid timeline before Dread. So this is going to be all of the Metroid Primes, all of the other Metroid games, Metroid Federation Force, all of it leads up to this. So the other former CEO, Adam, was from Metroid Other M, the game that I've heard is really bad. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Unblink from there. Is your objective clear? Now go to the quarantine bay. This is still one of my favorite Metroid games. It's this Metroid Prime. I would say Metroid Prime 3 rather than 1 and 2. I just like Metroid Prime 3 more because I was able to go to different planets and such. And Super Metroid. Those would be the top 3 Metroid games on my list. The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. And I still think this is the scariest Metroid game out there. Like, Metroid Dread, it was alright. It was more intense than scary. Because it was like it was like Super Metroid, and then just the scenes with the Emmy drones was just intense parts about it. Like, it wasn't as terrifying as this, because the music in this is probably... I have to replay Metroid Dread because it's been a while, but I just remember that the Metroid Dread music wasn't as scary as this. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. Gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also observed DNA and used it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well. But it has to also change your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by an X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. You must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Now get going. I have released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. I used to play this on my Wii because my cousin emulated our Wii after it broke and could no longer play CDs. So I got to play a bunch of really old classic games from like the NES, SNES, and then Game Boy. And I preferred playing the Game Boy more than the SNES games because they were just better. So I got to play the Metroid 04. Got to play Metroid Fusion, and I got to play Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And I used to play this a lot. So like, I could probably beat this in about 4 hours, or maybe less. I received news from HQ. They can support you with the downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here.
Is your objective clear? With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. Alrighty. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CEO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified and respecting with some irony. I named the computer after it. And the missiles. Electrical interferences have knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge bioscience, so I hope your missiles work. To elude missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Is your objective clear? Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to the target. Also, the story for this is a lot more clear and linear than all the previous ones. Because I believe... I didn't even need to go here. Gosh. I can hear somebody using a vacuum downstairs. Never mind, I can hear them using the vacuum like right outside the door. The way that I believe it was released, I believe it released with the original Metroid game on the NES. Then it released with Metroid 2 for the Game Boy. Then it released with Super Metroid, which was the third one. And then we released with this one, Metroid 4, as the final one. All the other games, except for Dread, I believe, are take place before this. So everything in like the Metroid Primes takes place before this. I don't know if Metroid Prime 4 is going to be taking place after this or before, but it'd be very interesting after waiting like 7 years. Oh, we got lucky. We didn't have to deal with it. Like, the atmosphere and music just makes this so much scarier. And I used to play this when I was 10, back on the emulated Wii, and it absolutely horrified me. Alrighty, boss time. And I'm already dying. It's not even that hard of a boss either. It would be such a shame if I died on the first boss, though. I actually don't have anything to hit it. Alright, there we go. That's a little embarrassing. First boss already taking so much damage, but yeah, who cares? So I'll probably split this up either into 2 or 3 parts, depending on how far I get, because it's not a long game. It's really not a long game if you really put your mind to it. Like, I can see it lasting longer if you're wanting to 100% it, but it really can just take you 4 hours if you really know what you're doing. I would consider this being the prologue to the actual game, because the actual game starts in like a hub world we'll see in a minute. Samus says, I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by the X parasites. Sector 1 SRX shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Yeah. Use the navigation room just inside for future briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. I just love the way that Metroid just like gatekeeps you from going anywhere. It's like, you know, take the Hollow Knight thing where you have to get certain items in order to do it. There they are. This scene absolutely scared me when I was a kid. Because like I would play this at night. I actually played this on like 10 p.m. on Thanksgiving, like the day before Thanksgiving. And it absolutely terrified me. And I would kept thinking that there was like something behind me because I was paranoid. Alrighty. Chapter 1. The main elevator leading to the access shaft. I'm just gonna use my regular voice. The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time. Unfortunately, some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, certainly not human. Oh, I wonder what that is. Probably not the thing we saw like 5 seconds ago. I'll report when I know more. Now listen closely. The X and Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Kill all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Now get moving. So this habitat is modeled after SR388, aka the first Metroid game and the third Metroid game's planet. I'm pretty sure. I think the main part about this game, why I enjoy this one a lot, is even though it's not as hard as some of the other ones, definitely not as hard as like Prime or Super Metroid. Oh, I need to collect that. Got it? Is that this one just has a lot more story. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the first time anybody heard Samus, well, not her, but like Samus actually spoke. Because usually it's in hindsight, but like in certain parts towards the end, Samus will actually like talk back to the computer, and I don't think anybody else has seen Samus like talk other than like thinking to herself. And as I say, hey, I remember every single thing about it, I am immediately getting lost. If you guys want to see me play Super Metroid after this, please let me know in the comments. So I'd really like to play that one too. Let's go through a old school rehash of everything. So it was really funny, like at the beginning of every single Metroid game, you get hit by like an explosion or by like an enemy's attack, and then you lose all of your abilities. But then, conveniently, all the abilities are on the planet that you can just get back. And I'm like, why doesn't any of the bosses just hit you really hard so that you lose your abilities? And then they immediately kill you. I have to get a video capture card so that I can record PlayStation and Nintendo Switch games. Because like I want to play Nier Replicant and Nier Automata. Excuse me. Bum, bum, bum. It's so tedious. Are you kidding me? Don't look at me. I feel ashamed. Oh my god. I'm washed. That's atrocious. That's atrocious. Anyway, boss fight time. I would say the game gets a lot easier later on and a lot harder earlier, except for one specific boss that you meet in Sector 3. I would call it Chapter 3, I guess, because each sector is really like a chapter or so. Oh, wait. Secrets. Let's go. Like, there's one specific boss that will come up later that I remember my cousin, it took him a very long time to beat it, and then I beat it like fairly, like a lot sooner, I would say, like maybe after like a couple tries. And I don't know if he still has a problem with that boss. But I remember that it was like his bane of existence. That like one specific boss. And then everything else was just a cakewalk. Dang it. Oh my god, I'm gonna be here forever. No, I was right there! Got it. First try, let's go. And I'm gonna save right after that so that if I die I don't have to do that again. And the way that I did that is you have to jump towards the wall and then you gotta move back and then press A shortly after so that you can jump the other way around. Later on, it eventually it kind of just leads you along the way. It's sort of like how a dungeon master leads you along the right path. For this one just tells you where you're going, and it's a lot more linear than let's go around and throw as much stuff at the fan as we can until something sticks. Save again, because I'm a saving maniac. Any Pokemon knows like that I do, I will just go right to the Poke Center. Every single time. Atmospheric stabilizers online. But many X have already made it to the other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, Tro, the tropical habitat. And you can get to finish reading that. I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in Tro now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Is your objective clear? Start moving. I'll brief you at the Tro navigation room. More story dialogue in 3, 2, 1, go. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree, that it was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer too. I have learned the identity of our mystery saboteur. Samus, it's an X mimicking. Okay. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. The explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. But the Sax is definitely our biggest worry right now. The Sax is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the Sax, just run. Don't think about fighting. You are still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroid, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the Sax is armed by the ice beam. Stay away. You see it, just run. HQ says they have a bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out of the SAX traps. The data room is here, but it's sealed by level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release it. The level 1 locks, but per safety protocols, it's not marked by the map. You'll have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So first, find the security level, hatches that go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear? Yes. Keep an eye out for the Sax. Alright. I always find it a little weird, like, why are you not telling me where the hatches are? I can clearly tell where they're at, but like, why are you not just telling me to go there? I'm like speedrunning this game, jeez. You're gonna wonder why I got this mission done so fast. Oh, that deals a lot of damage. Like it's... Oh, is it actually here? Because I don't remember there being footsteps is the thing. Anyway. Like, I just think the atmosphere and just like the environment is just really, really good. Especially whenever the SAX is around, you just hear the footsteps walking around. You're like, oh shoot, is it around the corner? Is it gonna get you? And then you never know until it's there. Oh, I'm gonna die. No, no, no! It'd be so embarrassing if I died to just a normal enemy. Anyway. I'm gonna die to a normal enemy. Oh, that almost got me. What? Oh shoot, that's a lot of damage. Like, later on, you don't take as much damage, or you just have enough health to get over it. But like early on, if you get hit like by any of these enemies, you lose like one entire heart tank. Man, Nintendo needs to pick Metroid back up. Like, I know they're doing Metroid Prime, but like we need like a Metroid Maker, because that would go absolutely hard. Like, the amount of possibilities you can do with a Metroid game, making your own Metroid like stories. Like if you get a like just with RPG Maker, really, like do like an RPG Maker sort of thing. Just make it easier with like a Samus sprite. Be able to put everything all over the place, and then boss cues and keys. Alright, there's nothing down here for us. Like that go insane. It could definitely be a lot like more, I guess, more coding knowledge than the average oh shoot, didn't see that. Are you kidding me? Than the Mario Maker franchise, because like Mario Maker franchise is just throw something in there and then watch your funny Mario Man do its thing. Like I just love to make my own Metroid series with this. Like I totally make a like a Metroid Fusion inspired game, because I just think like being on a space station is so cool, especially with the stuff that comes up later. That's embarrassing. I had no. my gosh. These doors are going to be less of a problem later on, because once we get super missiles, it's just a one tap. Alrighty. I might actually die to this boss, because when you need to hit a specific area, it's really difficult to hit it. Anyway, funny mushroom tree man. Alright. Nope, fourth one. Got him. Got him again. Fourth one. No, fifth one. No, sixth one. Alright, one more, and he's dead. I missed. Because... Oh my god! It's so hard to line it up. Nah, I'm just bad. Oh my gosh. Alright. That was enough. I need to hit like one more time. There we go. Alrighty. Nope. Excuse me. Now I got high jump. I don't know if they exactly explained it here, or I might have accidentally skipped over it, but like the main reason I can absorb the X is because the Chozo made the Metroids to be the main predator of the X. And so the Metroid's main goal was just to exterminate all of the X and all the X-infected creatures. And then that backfired. And different places tried to turn the Metroids into bioweapons. I forgot there was nothing over here. Don't look at me, I know I'm stupid. Conveniently textured. This also terrified me as a kid. I was like, oh my god, it's right there! Oh my gosh! What? Because I tried to fight it, and it immediately got mad. Because now I can jump higher. Ain't that wild? Jumping? Who would have thought? Like, I used to make layouts for Metroid stuff all the time. Like, I'm gonna code a Metroid game one day. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be spooky. And then I never did. But man, Metroid Maker needs to be a thing. Samus, we've got trouble. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. The Sax has invaded the water environment in Sector 4, Aqua, with several thousand X. With the blue hatches active, the Sax will lift in easily. The creatures and system in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregulars. I'm currently investigating. I'll brief you in the navigation room where you arrive. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now head for Sector 4. One of my favorite boss themes is coming up soon. Well, not soon, but whenever we get to the... The Sax, an enemy with my strongest abilities. But does it have a reason? Probably not. Just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The Sax is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe. Bum, 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 bum. Pretty big area. This sector has taken more damage than expected. I knew the X was powerful and destructive, but still, this seems to be purposeful. We certainly can't rule out the possibility that the Sax has a high degree of intelligence. I find the X fascinating, especially the Sax. But I digress. This sector is home to a very large creature. The researchers called SCARIEST. It is capable of moving and attacking at ultra high speed. The more senseless and widespread destruction here may be attributable to SCARIEST. No doubt the Sax released it, but I can't be sure why yet. SCARIEST has returned often to the breeding tank here. Its natural behavior must be to go back to its periodically. is a valuable specimen, but you have been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade other sectors. Is your objective clear? Yes. While you're moving, be careful. Some broken power nodes have electrified the water, but we can't cut the power. Doing so would affect the whole station adversely. If you touch the water, you'll be electrocuted. Conserve energy as you go. Nah, I'm just gonna go in recklessly. I also think that they just do the water levels here are much better than any other ones. Even though you don't really get to use any of the water much. Like, there's not really much of the water level, but like even when you're in the water levels, it's really nice. And the music's really good. We're not there yet. That's like further down the line. This isn't even the right way to go. Like, clearly it says you should be going this way. Like, on the map it clearly says you should. Like, how else are you gonna get there? But it's actually blocked off. However, behind it is an energy tank, and we kind of need that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yep, energy tank. So now everything will be a lot more bearable. And we're not gonna save, even though it'd be really funny if I did. Speedrun time. Playing on the m.gba emulator. And I downloaded oh, what is it called? It was like RetroArch or something. I downloaded RetroArch to play 3DS games, but it like wouldn't run them, and I couldn't figure out why. Anyway, here's a dead dino. Now we have to deal with this. Jump. Nope, that's embarrassing. Got him. Easy. Alright, let's see if we can first try this. Ah, I missed it. Where's he at? Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. No, wait, no, it's the right one. Oh, I'm so good. I sniped him. And I got hit. Oh my god. Joking. Oh my god, joking. You hit like 4 more times. Yeah, I'm on like the wrong one. I need to get on like this one. Alright. Phase 2. And that's game. Alright, speed up, come on. That's a shame. Anyway, missiles. Aw, man, I need to go back further. I went the wrong way. Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing. Actually, no, wait. No, it's over there. That's so embarrassing. And it reloaded. Oh my god. There we go. So Ceres had been infected by the X too. Well, as a result, you recovered another ability. At this rate, you may be able to face the SAX yet, but that's still a ways off. HQS support data, this time it's missile upgrade data. You desperately need this, but the data room is here, sealed with the level 4 lock, the high security level. Let's avoid opening sensitive areas unless it's necessary. Also, the route to the data room in Sector 2 is blocked by still more SAX activity. I note a deliberate activity pattern as if it is blocking your recovery potentially. Samus, it looks like your best option for this download is in Sector 3, Pyre. You'll find the Pyre data room on your map after using a navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Now head for the Sector 3 Pyre. Alrighty. Get the last little bit of dialogue out here and then we'll probably call it a day. Alrighty. Final chapter. Not final chapter, but you know. Thankfully, the X have not invaded this area yet. The data room is healed, see by another security hatch. In order to download, you must find the security room here and activate level 2 hatches. This may allow the SAX and X parasites to the area, but we are left with no choice. Your recovery is our main goal. The data room is here. As I explained, security rooms can't be shown on the map. Be careful, Samus. You will see very violent organisms here. And avoid the ultra-heated areas. Your suit can't take such high temperatures yet, but we're working on it. Level 2 hatches are green. Release the lock and proceed to the data room for your download. Super missile data is ready. Your firepower will triple. Is your objective clear? First activate green hatches, then go to the data room. There are no ultra-heated areas on this route, so turn back if you enter another one. Alright. Alright, I think with that, I'm going to end this recording. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to subscribe and comment down below.